processed yellow cheese.
It's everywhere.
It sounds
It's
so
everywhere.
unappealing. We know exactly what he's talking about, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what it is, but he
He
didn't
could've
make
sold
it.
it a
He
little bit,
didn't make
yeah.
it sound very good.
Hi guys, and welcome to our channel. If you're new here, then I'll just do a little introduction. This is Alice.
Hello.
I'm Kai, and together we're the Alakai Project. So in this particular video series, we're doing a little food tour around the world. So we've touched on some places. Well, we've touched on the 50 overall states of America.
Yeah.
We've had a little look at New York, and now we're heading down to Texas. So in this video, we're going to be looking at the top 10 best Texas dishes and foods.
I'm not sure. The only one thing I know for sure is going to be here in Texas is known for is barbecue.
Barbecue.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that.
I think we're going to see a lot of smoked, you know, dry, cured, and I'm making it up as I go. I don't know.
Briskets and like all sorts of yummy, crispy.
I'm excited to get hungry.
We're definitely going to be hungry by the end of this.
Should we have a look?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's have a look.
Texas food frequently provides an excellent representation of the state's rich culture. Nearly every town has its signature dish, which is often influenced by the ethnic groups that settled there in the past.
The juice is
Yet,
so runny.
the origins of each dish vary.
It's going to be sloppy, isn't it?
Some are Mexican influenced, while others represent German, African American, Italian, or Czech dishes. Some stick to the same ingredients, while others frequently come in new combinations that keep eaters buzzing after their first bite. And today we are going to tell about the best and iconic dishes of Texas. Hi, you're on the Best American Food channel, and this is a selection of the 10 best Texas dishes.
The best American. Nice.
Number 10. Frito pie. Frito pie is a cheap, hearty, and highly caloric dish consisting of chili, crunchy corn chips, cheese, and onions. It is a popular meal in southern and midwestern parts.
I've never heard of this.
So crunchy corn chips.
I think that's the crisps that she's getting out of the bag. They're just put on top.
Because obviously lost in translation. Because chips for us are potato, like like actual fries.
Yes.
But for them it's crisps. Isn't it?
Crisps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Parts of the United States, and can be found at numerous state fairs and high school football games. Although it can be made in a casserole dish, unusually, it is most often prepared in a Frito's corn chip bag, with a number of toppings. Today, New Mexico and Texas both claim that Frito pie is their invention, always served cold and soggy.
Interesting though.
Number 9.
And also, why is it called a pie?
I don't know. Maybe anything goes as a pie these days. I think it's gonna be really awkward to eat it out of a crisp packet, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
how do you even begin? I suppose
messy.
You probably just
mix it up and open it. Yeah, just scoop it up.
Yeah.
Interesting one. It's a funny start.
It's different, that's for sure.
Let's see what else is out there.
Okay, how do you pronounce this one, do you think?
Kolache? It's probably from Kolache, which is the Hungarian kolak, which is like a bready kind of dessert type snack. Could be savory, could be sweet. Might be wrong.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Let's go.
Kolache. With numerous Czech people immigrating to Texas in the early 1900s, kolache grew in popularity in the United States of America.
So he said Czech, so I'm guessing these are from Czech Republic sort of origin.
They did mention that in the intro, didn't they? That there was
different origins, and yeah.
This iconic sweet pastry is a roll that is traditionally topped with plums or plum jam, cheese, or poppy seeds.
That looks good though.
Modern toppings might include fruit such as apricots, blueberries, cherries, lemon, pineapples, or raisins. Although many Czechs insist on preparing their own kolache at home, it has become a commercial product in America, sold in numerous bakeries, donuts.
You love your sweet and desserts, don't you?
I just love doughy stuff. Like
this is
my
reminds me
heaven.
Kind of like the papanache, it's just
heaven basically.
just doughy mess.
Just delicious mess. It looks like heaven to me.
stores, and even in some restaurants. Number 8. Chili con queso. Ask most homesick Texans to name their most missed dish and you'll hear chili con queso, or just queso. Originally from northern Mexico, queso is a tasty Tex-Mex comfort food dish that is typically served as an appetizer. It consists of gooey, stringy melted cheese and chili peppers. This thick, creamy bowl of cheese dip is a welcome addition to any meal, and arguing over the state's best is as pointless as protesting double dipping. The dish is often prepared tableside in restaurants, where it is flambéed and presented bubbling hot in small casserole.
I was kind of expecting, because it's obviously chili con queso, I was kind of expecting a bit of chili con carne. Well, maybe I'm just wrong here, but I was kind of expecting some mince in there or something as well.
Okay.
Maybe the chili con is just
It's just threw off.
a dish kind of thing, yeah, in itself.
Dishes. Queso is traditionally served with tortilla chips as an appetizer, but is also a topping for tacos,
That looks
burritos, or enchiladas.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Number 7. Breakfast tacos, and puffy taco.
Puffy taco.
This Lone Star culinary treasure is quite simple. A tortilla stuffed with traditional breakfast ingredients, depending on personal preferences. Processed yellow cheese, pork, and eggs are just some of the most common ingredients.
Processed yellow cheese.
It's everywhere.
It sounds
It's
so
everywhere.
unappealing. We know exactly what he's talking about, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. But he
could've
didn't make
sold
it.
it a
He
little bit,
didn't make
yeah.
it sound very good.
No, not at all.
Used in the preparation
good
of breakfast
though.
tacos. However, there is a huge food fight regarding this taco variety, with Austin and San Antonio both claiming the dish as their own. It is speculated that breakfast tacos were a staple in San Antonio a long time ago, but locals used to simply call it breakfast, while Austin had given the dish its current name. With a dish so simple and delicious, shouldn't we agree that breakfast tacos are
looks
simply and
delicious.
truly
That's
Texan?
really good.
Best
I can
described
eat
as
that.
something
Tacos
between
are
a funnel
growing on
cake
me
and a
very quickly.
tostada. Puffy taco is a crispy, fried snack that was invented in San Antonio. The dough for puffy taco consists of ground corn masa, water, and salt. The dough is pressed in a tortilla press, deep fried, and then a spoon is pushed into the middle until the taco curls around it. The taco is then filled with ingredients such as carnitas or fried avocados. Eating a puffy taco is a messy deal, since it is believed that a true puffy taco should be greasy and falling apart.
That looks really
Number
good,
6.
actually. Yeah.
Chicken fried steak. One of the staples of the southern U.S. cuisine called chicken fried steak contains no chicken at all, contrary to what one might think upon seeing the name of the dish. It consists of a thin, breaded, and fried cut of beef that is traditionally served with a side of mashed potatoes and drizzled
What?
with cream gravy. The dish got its name due to the fact that the method of preparation is very similar to that of fried chicken. In the old days,
It's just a schnitzel, basically.
To be honest though, I'm kind of happy about that, because I was like, well, chicken, there's only so much you can do with chicken, right? It's a chicken a chicken burger is a chicken burger.
Yeah, but there's different ways of.
There are, but I'm kind of glad that it's like basically a steak.
It's a schnitzel steak.
Looks good.
It does look good, but the name kind of threw
Yeah,
you
it's
off
a bit
little
odd
bit.
that they call it chicken.
Chicken
I guess it kind
fried.
of stuck.
Yeah,
Looks
because not
good.
only chicken gets prepared this way, like pork.
Mm.
Pork
Yeah,
schnitzel
yeah.
is a big thing
This is true, yes.
from Germany, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So
I do love a schnitzel.
yeah, it's good.
the cut of beef was inexpensive and tough, usually round steak, but today many restaurants use more expensive cuts such as tenderloin and ribeye. What started as making use of meat of questionable quality evolved into a unique Texas delicacy, a perfect combination of meat, grease, and batter. Number 4.
Always
Pecan.
goes, oh, I
Pecan
love
pie. One of the hallmarks of traditional Texas cuisine is the classic pecan pie. It consists of a thin pastry crust that is topped with a mixture of eggs, butter, flour, a
bet
sweetener
that's
such
so
as brown
sweet.
sugar,
Yeah,
syrup,
yeah.
or molasses, and a handful of halved or chopped pecans. When baked, pecan pie should have the consistency of a thick, silky custard with a pronounced caramel taste. When it initially appeared in written form at the end of the 19th century, it was mostly associated with the American South, but today it represents an authentic American dessert, traditionally prepared on Thanksgiving Day.
That looks good.
Number 4. Chili con carne. Although some may think that chili con carne is an authentic Mexican dish, it is actually an original American dish, made only in a
Is
few
it?
places in Mexico in order to cater to the tourists.
Uh-huh.
Chili con carne, or just chili is a meat-based stew consisting of finely chopped beef, hot chilies, seasonings, and water, although the ingredients that go in a chili are a subject of endless debates. Purists insist that there are no tomatoes or beans in a real chili, although many others beg to differ. Today, chili con carne is a wildly popular dish throughout America, with variations such as Tex-Mex, New Mexico, and Cincinnati chili. Number 3. Fajitas.
Fajita.
Fajitas is a popular Tex-Mex dish made from marinated, grilled skirt
The
steak
veggies
that is
don't
served in a
look
wheat
good now.
flour tortilla. The earliest printed mention of the word fajita referring to food appeared in 1975, and 10 years later it had become one of the most popular dishes of Tex-Mex cuisine. Today, fajitas can be filled with grilled chicken, shrimp, and even vegetables, because the more popular the dish became, the less likely it was to be made with skirt steak.
This is just making my mouth water.
Yeah,
It
I
just
was
looks
thinking
so
the
good,
same.
doesn't it?
We
I'm
love
like,
fajitas as well.
I'm hungry now.
Yeah,
I'm really hungry.
our fajitas look a bit better than the vegetables.
Yeah,
I think we need
I
them
think
to
they
be a
just
bit
need to
more
be
thinly
sizzled as well.
chopped and more flavor to them.
Yeah.
Steak. Typical condiments include ingredients such as lettuce, sour cream, cheese, tomatoes, or guacamole. Number 2. Texas-style
Here
barbecue.
we go.
I wonder what's number 1 if the barbecue is number 2.
I don't know. Maybe like a more niche, like brisket or something like that. It could be something.
It's part of barbecue, isn't it?
It depends how you consider it, doesn't it? Let's carry on and find out.
Texas-style barbecue is an American barbecue style that can be divided into 4 separate subcategories: Central Texas, East Texas, South Texas, and West Texas barbecue. The best-known variety is the
Oh,
Central
so
Texas
good.
style. This barbecue style is typically associated with
This makes me just
So
want to go to
juicy.
that Brazilian restaurant in London where they have, it's like they just keep coming around, don't they? And
Yeah, it's a rotisserie style where
yes.
they come out with all sorts of different juicy
And
meats
the
on
meats
the
is like this,
skewers,
aren't they?
and they serve them to you at your table, and they cut little bits, and you get to help yourself with veggies and or salads and sides and all sorts of other things, and then the protein is brought out to you by
Yeah, it's really
servers
cool,
with
isn't it? I really like
skewers, and they just keep coming.
It's a Brazilian.
It's a
isn't it?
Brazilian, yeah. It's amazing. It's really good.
It was really cool.
cooking brisket low and slow, usually over post-oak fire. The fattier brisket portion is called point, while the leaner portion is called flat. The meat is seasoned with salt, pepper, and maybe a bit of cayenne or garlic powder. It is then cooked in offset smokers, while the heat and smoke from the fire go across the meat, adding an irresistible smoky flavor to the brisket. Although shoulder clawed, chuck short ribs, and larger short ribs are also popular. The meat is carved in front of the customer, and it is traditionally served on butcher paper as an homage to the meat markets of yore, most often without any type of barbecue sauce on the side.
Nice.
Number 1. Texas brisket sandwich.
Sandwich.
The practice of smoking brisket has a long tradition in Texas, and this juicy, fatty treat also works great as a flavorful sandwich filling. Texas brisket sandwiches can be considered more of a concept than a recipe. Various toppings and sorts of bread can be used, but the undisputed star remains the slow-smoked brisket, whether chopped or sliced. It can be tucked between slices of bread or piled on a toasted bun, served on its own or drenched in sauce, and garnished with toppings such as cheese, pickles, and onions. Whatever the combination, the fatty brisket meat with a smoky crust guarantees a mouth-watering perfection in each bite.
I bet that's just delicious.
It looks amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah. The meat is juicy, and then you just put it in a bun.
I'm just
Can't
in
go wrong with
heaven
that.
right now.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Can't go wrong
I
with
want
that.
just to eat everything I'm seeing.
Bite. What's your favorite Texas
Stop
dishes?
showing me that drizzling
Share your
bit of
opinions
meat.
on today's
Oh,
selection.
right, go away. Look. Gotta get rid of it. So, Texas cuisine.
Texas looks like a heaven
It does
for
look
food
good, doesn't it?
lovers, doesn't it?
There was some. I'm trying to think what was it. The early ones. There was some not so interesting stuff.
Was it?
Um,
You mean like the chowder kind of thing? Was it not chowder?
No.
Queso.
the queso. I didn't really get what it was. It sounded more just like a cheesy.
A cheesy dip kind of thing that
Yeah.
gets added to other things. It's
Ah,
obviously
yes. But then, to be fair,
Texas.
a lot of it for me didn't look that appealing. But then there was a few that looked amazing towards the end. So that
Yeah,
kind of-
well, we went.
who knows what you're gonna get? I guess.
Oh, we went from number 10 to number 1 best or
Yeah,
most
that's true.
recognizable,
Mm.
or that Texas is known for, I guess. So we knew Texas is big on barbecue.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And that just looked delicious.
Texas barbecue.
My mouth is watering right now.
Same.
And we better start thinking about our own dinner then.
I think, yeah, it's dinner time.
But no, that was great. We knew we were gonna like Texas because we like our food and we like barbecue, and we knew that about Texas. But there were some interesting little ones in there with the Mexican influence and the Czech influence with the little
the donut,
the Kolache, I think. Yeah. So that was quite fun.
I was surprised that the brisket sandwich took the number 1 spot over the Texas
over the
barbecue,
whole barbecue.
But maybe that's because it's a bit competitive. Like everyone's trying to do their own spin on it. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe it's just a bit more popular because it's not such. When you have a massive tray of food, that's not always your go-to.
No, that's fair.
Maybe that's just a bit too much food.
Indeed.
For us, anyways.
Yeah. Well. Until next time, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah. We're not sure where we're going to go next, but just keep an eye on our channel, guys, and it might be a surprise where we end up. Yeah. It will definitely be another US state or a city, somewhere that's famous for their food.
So Philly,
yeah.
Those Philly cheesesteaks, they're pretty famous, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll see.
So keep an eye out, guys, and for now, thanks for watching.
Bye guys.